Hi Capricorn, love and light to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get on with your reading here. Thank you so much for your support. We are here with your 15th and 31st of the month reading, and welcome to it. Welcome to it. For a number of you here, I'm hearing right off the bat, I was meditating on your energy, and I was hearing calculating here the last few coins I'm hearing on the master's program. I'm hearing balance sheet. I'm not sure, you could be paying off your loans. Okay, student loans. I'm hearing management as well, and you could be feeling that you're kind of like almost there. I'm almost getting the hang here as well of a certain program. I'm hearing process. You have here the Hermit in reverse. I'm seeing that for a number of you, you may again have been like, you may have gone through a long cycle, long process of I'm hearing also like hiding. I'm hearing hideaway here related to the Hermit. I'm hearing management. Could have been like kind of redoing a certain infrastructure, like something was like store closed, like in renovation, like sort of feeling. And you could have been taking time to kind of plan something. I'm hearing as well. I'm hearing a party, a proposal related to the Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit, the Hierophant. For a number of you, there could be this focus on, and this energy came through for, I believe it was Virgo? Didn't do the Virgo reading yet. Okay. I always take it as you will as your Capricorn, but I'm seeing that for a number of you, there is again a long cycle here. Now, someone could have kind of been testing you. I'm hearing like could have been a process of I'm hearing projecting, like I'm hearing also a certain project that you may have been working on that as you feel it has been kind of like a countdown. Okay, it's like we're counting. And I'm hearing it might have been collaborative in nature. It might be related to a certain contract, even legally, that you feel that you're servicing the sector of. I'm hearing as well. It could be a certain title that you are held. I'm hearing you're registered as. Now, dear Capricorn, there is, I'm hearing a foot here that we feel we walk forward with. I'm hearing it like the Fool upright and the Hierophant in reverse. I'm hearing it's the front gate here of I'm hearing the new place in town. I'm hearing the new time. I'm hearing as well that we feel we speak of. Interesting. I'm seeing like there's a big like turn, a big change, and I'm seeing you kind of like I'm hearing watering new plants in the front of your garden. Like there's some space that's like under renovation. Again, I'm hearing specifically. Eight of Pentacles is right up top, this Temperance card. Dear Capricorn, this has been perhaps related even to childhood, movement, change, translocation. You could be taking a little bit of a vacation here. And Nine of Pentacles mirroring this Chariot and the Six of Cups in reverse. We could be kind of taking also some time to, I'm hearing reorganize our belongings. I'm hearing our pillows. I'm hearing our placemats. I'm not sure what that might be alluding to, but related to the Six of Cups, like I'm almost seeing you, I'm hearing making room for also new. I'm hearing that in that way related to the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. For a number of you, I'm hearing starting up again, and it might, for a number of you, maybe moving, and there is perhaps, for a number of you, a certain name here on the ballot that you're wondering about. The Hanged Man in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune is upright, horizontally laid. Someone here who you want to feature on the guest list. I'm not sure what that might be alluded to, but you might be thinking about having an event, holding a party, and you're like, should I invite them? I'm here, I want to invite them. And I'm seeing that you might be questioning, I'm hearing how the time and space would work out. I'm hearing also the tally roster sheet. All right, nonetheless, I'm hearing time zone, okay. And you could be thinking, oh, I want someone to maybe tune in, channel in. I'm hearing in some kind of way, chime in, and you could be again thinking of like I'm hearing the question of like a remote location, like how it would be related. All right, nonetheless, dear Capricorn, there is perhaps for a number of you as well, you could be thinking of how you would like to invest certain assets here, and you may have already invested assets here, greatly so. It might be related to what you would, I'm hearing, are in the process of kind of screening for. I'm hearing movie set here, the Nine of Pentacles upright, the Chariot. Now let's get a few more cards out here, and I'm hearing words as well that we would like to present this by. For a number of you could be thinking about, again, I'm hearing remodeling, I'm hearing the Chariot, the Magician. Oh yes, I was going to say, I'm almost getting this feeling of like someone who is really eager to take the cat out of the bag. I'm going to say it like that. The Star upright, mirroring here the Death card upright, and the Tower in reverse. Really, really eager to also get also their movie. I'm hearing their screenplay. I'm hearing screenplayed, but also ghost written. I'm not sure. I'm hearing ghostwriter. All right. Nonetheless, I'm hearing also. I'm hearing played. Okay. Nonetheless. I'm here on the full future big screen. Okay, let's backtrack, Capricorn. There's a focus, and I'm hearing Scorpio, but let's backtrack again, dear Capricorn. There's a focus on, I'm seeing you almost like wanting to test out. Also, like I'm hearing your rain, I'm hearing your shooting, I'm hearing your guns in a certain range. I'm seeing related to the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles. But in this, I'm not seeing that as like in a literal way. Oh, take it as you will, dear Capricorn. I'm seeing you almost like you just like, you got some new like stationery also, and you're like, I want to see how to use the stamp kit, like sort of feeling. There's something here that you're very excited about, dear Capricorn, the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles, like something that you kind of like even received here, and you're like, yeah, I'm hearing, I wanna work with the plastic rings. I'm not sure what that might be alluded to with the Magician. Everyone's like looking at you. Like I'm seeing someone who like comes to class and they have this really cool like also like origami like kit, and everyone in the classroom like is like staring, like even the kid with like all of the really cool quirky kind of as it is considered, all the really quirky kind of characters, like I'm hearing like patched onto their blazer, like some it's like I'm hearing represented here with the Magician, and it's like something here with the Chair and the Nine of Pentacles like blows like everyone's socks off, and like everyone here wants to be single now. I'm not sure what that might be alluding to with the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles, but I'm hearing to say it in this way. Papa's got a brand new bag. Okay, whatever that may mean in a particular number of you. The feeling is that I'm hearing, and this could be your own energy, right, with you. It's like I feel that I'm hearing it's a renewal. I'm hearing I am not just the practice in the room. I'm not just the rake. I'm hearing in the shed. I'm hearing or on the shelf. I'm hearing again, I'm hearing, like, I'm seeing, like, someone, like, I'm not just, like, let's say, standing against the wall as well. It's like, I am standing, I'm hearing, because I'm not actually, I'm hearing standing still. Interesting. It's because I'm in motion. Now, I'm seeing it as related to the Chariot. I'm hearing you are fervently, I'm hearing on the way to welcoming a new guest here. I'm hearing in town related to the Hermit. There's something that is perhaps bringing also a lot of people back in the room, back in the same space to kind of, I'm hearing communion, to kind of connect in. Now, for a number of you, this could be like kind of like graduation, but dear Capricorn, there is one more letter on the list that you want to, I'm hearing like include, that you would like to invite, related to the Mother of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Three of Pentacles and Three of Swords are mirroring one another, and the Mother of Swords is smacked up right beneath these two, I'm saying, right in between these two, and beneath the Chariot. The Chariot's right above the Mother of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles is right over the Empress and right over the Two of Swords. I'm hearing ASMR. Okay, I'm not sure what that might be alluding to. Three of Cups is mirroring the Father of Swords. Now, got the Hanged Man. You could be dealing with a Pisces and you're wondering, should I invite them? I'm hearing I want them to come along, like something here. That you're like kind of like, perhaps you were like hosting people, guests, and I'm hearing you want to get someone kind of also like mentioned here. I'm not sure what that might mean in particular for you or this individual. You could also be dealing with a Cancer, but okay, let's backtrack. There is a certain also I'm hearing it's like a test here. I'm hearing persona. I'm hearing personality. Like it's almost the feeling of like, if I am to publicly present this space, like I am to present myself first and present myself in the space, and So I'm seeing there's a little bit of like a question of like, you know, that angle. I'm hearing that you want to kind of steer in, okay? And Eight of Swords and the Son of Wands fallen on the ground, but it's a very pacifying energy in a way, but I'm not seeing it as like, I'm going to kick back and relax. Like I am finally, I'm hearing here, I'm hearing made my message as well. I'm hearing one that feels not just like a letter that I've written to myself as like I'm hearing a director of my life and of my values, of my dreams and my goals, but as I'm hearing admissions, I'm hearing of that very, I'm hearing a space, interesting, I'm hearing like, I'm the admissions committee, like I have accepted my own request to renovate, I'm hearing remodel my role, I'm hearing in this room, interesting. Now I'm seeing it as a space, be it metaphorical, be it literal, always take it as you will, dear Capricorn, but a space in which, and I'm seeing this as taking place on an emotional level, a space in which I see, let's say, a lot of potential yet again. Here comes the Ace of Pentacles right over the Chariot, right over the Three of Swords, connecting to here this Hanged Man, again the Ace of Swords coming through right over this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles right up top, this Empress in reverse. For a number of you, you could be thinking of legally, I'm hearing legalizing something here, like even like legally marrying. I'm hearing bonds here, the Emperor and the Empress here connected. The Father of Cups here mirroring this Empress. And the Temperance card is right in between the Empress and the Father of Cups. Someone's like marrying someone here, I'm hearing as well. Like the Father of Cups is the magician of the act. I'm hearing the guru, the monk, and also the train coach. I'm hearing train coach. I'm not sure what that means. Nonetheless, I'm seeing someone who like is the driver of like a coach bus, and like they're actually the father of the bride, and they're taking everyone to like the lake for the announcement. I'm not sure, we're gonna always take as you will, dear Capricorn. Nonetheless, it's I'm hearing the fountain of youth moment here between the Father of Pentacles and the Daughter of Cups. Something here is very exciting, and it's coming, I'm hearing full circle. I'm hearing it's getting kind of drawn to scale here, and I'm hearing someone's really excited to use the stapler, like they're stapling the papers and I'm hearing the invitations. It's very cool, very exciting again, dear Capricorn. And I'm seeing though again that there's some space of I'm hearing inquisition. I'm hearing an inquisitive nature here with a Chariot and the Hanged Man. I'm hearing someone is kind of wondering like, how do I get I'm hearing this stationary to kind of tell the story itself. Interesting. Now I'm seeing someone writing a letter to someone and kind of presenting it in some kind of way. I'm hearing, but what it really represents is a fantasy space, I'm hearing as well for a number of you. And it's almost like I'm hearing, again, it's like, how do I tell the eagle to fly in certain directions at certain times to kind of, I'm hearing heckle the audience a little bit. I'm not sure what that might mean, but like kind of like I'm seeing someone like orchestrating an event. They're like, I want this eagle to like have a certain evaluation I'm hearing done out of like who in the audience it wants to poop on and like make their sort of prize. I'm not sure what's coming through Capricorn, but there's some space of like I'm almost hearing like April Fool's kind of thing, like someone kind of like wanting there to be like a kind of like an element of fascination with how the strings were tugged at here, and I'm seeing that it's almost related to I'm hearing like how something again is presented. Now I'm seeing someone like with the feeling of like, okay, there's so much here that I feel that I want to express, and I'm seeing actually someone wanting to write out a letter to describe those feelings. And in that moment and in that space, they're not just, let's say, focused on the words, okay? They're more so kind of wondering, well, how do I tell the story in a way that doesn't, I'm hearing stir. I'm hearing I'm hearing this. I'm hearing that their role in it. Very interesting. I'm seeing almost like wanting to write a letter that is, I'm hearing like kind of provocative, I'm hearing, and conservative at the same time, where you're like, I don't want it to be like kind of like, okay, I'm marrying them. I'm hearing like period. Like I don't want it to be something where I'm just like kind of messaging them as well. I want it to kind of stir stir them in the space in which they really observe themselves as the I'm hearing the reader. I'm hearing I'm hearing literate. I'm hearing literacy. I'm not sure what. I'm hearing literature as well. It's like I want it to kind of what is considered literacy, right? Always take it as you will, dear Capricorn. But there is this space of like kind of I'm hearing Gerard and Gertrude here with the Father of Pentacles, like some space in which someone feels like they want to take action, but they don't want it to be like I'm hearing a sudden blow. Like I'm seeing someone again wanting to kind of like almost kind of dance around the spaces in between the lines that have been written and kind of, you know, make it more one. I'm hearing a story of a mythology. Like it's like, how do I present this yet again and make it not sound like it has any syllables that are actually pronounced, and to make it more something that is like an illusion even. I'm hearing this over a number of you, like I wanted to make it something kind of like magical and mystical, and I'm hearing also mathematical at the same time for a number of you. It could be related to even astrology. I'm hearing numerology, like something having to do with also I'm hearing the ticks on the clock here, but Capricorn as well related to almost like I'm hearing the visual component where it's like I want the images I'm hearing again on the pages to kind of elicit the visions that I held. I'm hearing as I was writing it, and I'm hearing screenplay writing. It's like I want the way that I word not just my verbs, but also the medallions on my chest. I'm hearing as I'm hearing the chosen one. I'm not sure what that might be alluding to, but I'm hearing as also the cheerleader. Interesting. I'm seeing like as like there being almost like a depiction of an image on a page where you're like, I want this to kind of tell more than what I tell everyone does. And it's like, that's the space of conversation that I think will be the most I'm hearing passionate, interesting to kind of portray. And I'm seeing for a number of you that even the act of, let's say, not wanting to, I'm hearing remind people of like a certain even like I'm hearing recycling of an act, I'm hearing a storyline, actually is more, as you might feel it, productive in delivering a certain message that you feel is important for others to discuss as well. Where it's like I'm seeing someone, again, delivering a certain message, speaking out about something in a very public way, and others, and it could be what is considered public, but almost even by way of like I'm writing a letter to one person, and I know that that is going to get circulated kind of around and around and around. I'm hearing the teams as well. Okay, always take it as you will, dear Capricorn. And the feeling is kind of like, yet again, that in that space, I'm seeing someone kind of wanting to stimulate and even conjure up a certain conversation within the minds of those who I'm hearing are watching, who are reading, and who are then compelled to almost like complement the composition with their own I'm hearing work. I'm hearing it like in that way where it's like, again, like I'm seeing someone like wanting also for there to be some sort of complementary nature, some sort of collaborative space in which there is conversation specifically. And it's almost like, again, I'm seeing someone kind of wanting to be like, I want this to not just pop and like a balloon in the room that was exciting at first and then kind of like that's it. It's like I want it to be I'm hearing believable as well for a number of you. And what is believable? I'm hearing it specifically as related to the Ace of Wands and the Three of Swords, but what kind of in Three of Swords is in reverse, Ace of Wands is upright, but what is kind of like, again, like not just, I'm hearing the reliving of a fairy tale or story, I'm hearing dream, but, and not just, let's say, one that is written in a dreamlike state, but one that I'm hearing brings, I'm hearing the feeling space of this fantasy alive, not by the way in which it is, I'm hearing described, but in the way that it is, I'm hearing delivered, I'm hearing through the I'm hearing the spaces on the map that are not actually ones that we've discovered. I'm hearing like, and it's interesting, let me say it in this way, I know it's a bit abstract, Capricorn, and I'm hearing Sagittarius here very strongly, the feeling that, let's say, it's almost like, okay, what I don't reference is like all the more telling than what I do. And I'm seeing someone almost being like, you know, even silence that surrounds certain spaces of the conversation are more, I'm hearing promising, I'm hearing also powerful and loud. I'm hearing specifically like they speak volumes, louder, I'm hearing than, let's say, the spaces, and not necessarily louder, but they speak quite loudly in regards to, in let's say, in relation to what is, I'm hearing kind of packaged and sort of promised and sort of like addressed, like, I love you and I will love you forever. It's like, I'm seeing someone kind of wondering, you know, do I really want to phrase it like that? I'm seeing that's not a question for you, Capricorn. I'm seeing that you're quite serious about how, I'm hearing also silly you may want to get, but I'm hearing also how I'm hearing you want to perhaps, I'm hearing how strategic you may want to get in addressing certain experiences also that you've had. Now, the feeling I'm getting as well here, Capricorn, this energy came through in Scorpio reading, in the general over thematic April reading. The feeling is, and here comes the Father of Cups. The feeling is that it's almost as if it's like there's some, I'm saying some space, Capricorn, that you may, when I'm hearing Aries strongly here, that you may want to address, but you're wondering, like, how do I maneuver around this one? I'm hearing also movie title. I'm hearing role. It's like, how do I get the character in the act without making them also act at all? Interesting. I'm seeing you kind of like wanting to kind of, I'm hearing regenerate or review a certain also experience again that, and it could be one that is emotional, that you are like, okay, how do we tell this also in such a way that is not, I'm hearing telling it as a tale, right? It's like when we start to, let's say, I'm hearing describe something, how is it that it then feels more so like a story, like a fable, like more as like, I'm hearing also a fictional character. Like the more that we describe this individual and the less that we kind of show, I'm hearing showcase also of its talent. For remember, this could be a space in which you might be kind of presenting also your talents, your crafts. I'm seeing that you're really wanting to take a more, let's say, a visual approach, like a more reactive space as well, where you're like, I want to kind of get the audience involved in this, like have them kind of see and feel the story by way of how they react to certain, I'm hearing dials, I'm hearing spins of the dial like through time, and I'm seeing someone almost like flashing images up on a screen and placing images up on a screen and kind of being like, hi, this was the title at that point in time, this was the title now, this is the title at that other kind of time, space and time, and at the end of the day, I'm hearing it's not the day that we're talking about. I'm hearing that changes. It's not, let's say, the morning that that trails into the night, and it's not. I'm hearing the howls of I'm hearing coyotes that we cry for. It's I'm hearing the colors on the map that we paint to portray their I'm hearing their image. Interesting, out as now. And I'm seeing it for a number of you. There is perhaps a storyline or even an experience or even some kind of like, even I'm hearing again even a dynamic that you feel you want to kind of like paint. I'm hearing out, and in a way that again is like descriptive, but not one that feels like it was. I'm hearing I'm hearing hurting, like as you wrote it. Like I'm seeing like you kind of being like, I don't want people to like read my writing and then feel like it was written in blood. Like that's not the way that I want to get people also, I'm hearing, on board with my message. I'm seeing that for a number of you that you're, again, it's more, let's say, a space of how do I'm hearing act and sing and tailor my message in a way that is more a matter of how I have, I'm hearing kind of felt even, I'm hearing drawn inspiration myself. Okay, interesting. I'm seeing for a number of you that there's perhaps a certain experience that you're like, how do I depict this? And I'm seeing you kind of being like, okay, well, I can technically list it even as a timeline of events. And seeing it kind of being like, but that's not really the reality. It wasn't like, you know, I went to the store this day and then I had to talk with someone, and then the next day and that's what happened, like with 2 dots on a graph and a line that connects them. It's like, that wasn't really what happened. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm hearing it was really actually a question of, I'm hearing motivation here with the 2 of Swords in reverse, sandwiching this, I'm hearing this pentacle here. It's like a question of what is actually motivating this experience. And I'm seeing that for Navi, this is a space I'm hearing that was very challenging actually. And it's like, how do I depict that feeling? How do I I'm hearing extend that vow. I'm hearing as well, like I'm seeing that this could be a space, a feeling that perhaps even extends into childhood. How do I kind of I'm hearing pant in the same way and make it I'm hearing one that is heard. Interesting, where it's like I'm seeing like even there being a space that you feel is more like, I'm hearing the depiction of a connection that you felt even with a space, with an experience, with a person even. And it's like, how do I take this feeling that I had with the experience, and I'm hearing convey that. And it's a very intimate space, Capricorn, that perhaps you feel is a matter of delivery. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Loving light to you. Enjoy this period. Loving light to you on this journey forward, Capricorn. Enjoy this part of the month. I'm here specifically. I'm here this period, and always matter of interpretation. Take it as you will. Loving the light again to you on this journey forward, and thank you so much for your dear support here on this journey, for connecting and holding the space. Specifically, I'm hearing that specifically. Thank you so much for tuning in. That could be something that, let's say you feel that you're kind of involved in carrying out here. Enjoy this period again. Always take it as you will. Always a matter of perception and personal perspective. Love and light. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, Capricorn.